Hola! Here we are still in Cal, continuing from our last episode. We just exited, yes, there was a sign here somewhere. The Primal Conclave, so let's continue from there. We'll stay on this top level for the moment. We're getting near the end of one leg here, I think. General goods vendor. Well, it's my understanding this is probably, a little lag there. Still wonder about the purpose of those. A starting area, and so of course, it may be that general good vendors all over the world carry the same items, but I'm going to assume that one carries the same items I've seen general goods vendors carry elsewhere. Okay, so light armor vendor. Huh. There is a sort of walkway. Let's go down here. I think this is just going to take us out to more or less where we started. There's nothing to see under there. This mount seems rude, but perhaps I should be using my mount. Let's see what's up here. I think this is on top of the... No, this is outside. Where I'm a little... I don't mind telling you, I'm a little bit disoriented. What have we here? Brownie Gull Slayer level 5. Wonder if they'll even bother us. I was trying to dismount. Yeah, it's fighting a gull. Interesting. Brownies killing gulls. That is good to know that if they're sufficiently low level, even though they're marked red, that one seems to be partially in the floor, they are not aggressive to me despite their red status. Oh, well, I stand corrected. Why am I not wielding my weapon? Once again, don't have the torn brownie belt. Okay, well, it wasn't as simple as I thought. Actually, I don't know why I went up there. I just want to go back the way I came here, and I guess I'll... Does it have a cooldown time? You can't do that yet. I guess it was... What the heck is this? And why is it my horse can't climb up that? Take some fresh fish, why not? Good meal. Take a quick look at on this pier here. might see some sort of camp over in that area. It's a little hard to tell. It may just be stones, but I thought for a moment I saw a flame. But otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anything to be seen here other than an interesting blue... What's the sign say? Boat to Kohan. Interesting. Interesting. We may have something interesting to do here, which is to ride a boat to another continent. That will bring back memories of EverQuest, if nothing else has. Which is not to say that other MMOs don't have boats to other islands and continents and so on, but not ones I remember playing. Not ones I remember playing. Leap the gap there. One minor annoyance I had with this game was because of the somewhat odd keyboard I use. It's convenient to replace what's normally on the space key, which I can only use with my left thumb, as it turns out, not my right thumb with the keyboard I use. Fated Lover's Byway. Let's dismount here. And I'll continue with what I was saying. Because of the keyboard I use, backspace is more convenient to use with my left hand for jumping, since I'm using the mouse with my right hand, being right-handed. But this game was not allowing me to bind backspace to any function. I had to use delete, which is a little bit further away regarding my left hand, but next to the backspace key on my keyboard. Interesting. Furtive Kasravi. Kasravi hisses you and says, "Go away." Farewell to you. Clever Kasravi. Kasravi examines you suspiciously and says nothing. I wonder if we have a sort of in-game, in-city, sort of in-city dungeon here. Certainly goes down quite a ways. Well, there are guards here. What are these? Just piles of dirt. Got a beggar here. Sorry, taking a quick drink there.
Have you found fortune here?
I won't lie to you. I'm heading straight to the tavern with any money you give me, but in my condition, can you blame me? Well, what is your condition?
Shade your brow.
Shave my brow? Okay. Interesting. We may have found a sort of throughway through to the other. Could we have possibly gone under the harbor? I wasn't paying attention to the map, but I think we've done just exactly that, which is actually kind of convenient for our little tour here. Okay. Let's go to the left to start. We're not going out that way, it seems, but actually maybe I'm incorrect. We should go to the right first, which will take us sort of outside of the walls here. Fated Lover's Byway. I believe this is accessible, Temples of Sea and Sand, from the other side, so I think we'll wait. City Accessories Dealer.
An empty purse is a full belly.
Nothing I can use, apparently, at the moment. Excuse me, at the moment. This button doesn't always work for some reason. I thought I could left-click it before and it would work, but now it didn't work there until I right-clicked it. Very inconsistent. Let's see what's down on this side. And where this pier takes us. There's not a sign at the end here, and interestingly, there's a, maybe there was one on the other side and I failed to look it, or failed to see it. Failed to look it. There's a way back up out of the water, which of course is good. Someone may just fall in the water, but perhaps there's something useful there as well. I don't know if I see if there's a sign here or not. I think yeah, there's no sign here, so this is a perhaps unused pier. Interesting, on the map we are, well, I guess we are kind of out in the water. The land is further over here. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah. I don't see any hostile mobs out this direction. Does seem we can go a little further out this way, though. I think I can get back up there. This is this what a bindstone looks like? No, it's not doing anything. So this is the desert to the west of Kyle. Let's just check out this pier real quick, and then I'll go back to Kyle. Sorry if you find this video a bit boring, but exploration is a feature, is something I like to do. Zelos Pincher, level 10. So maybe some level 10 to 15 stuff over this area. Well, I'm seeing exactly nothing on this pier, other than it does provide a pretty good view of this side of the city of Kyle. We'll have to see if we can figure out what those statues are about. I'm just going to go up here a minute to see. Okay, I thought there was something on top of the wall, but I think those are trees, something like palm trees, inside the city. Let's go. If you'll permit me, I'm just going to go back the way I came. That way we can see the, go around the end of the bay the other way. It's interesting. Let's see. Oh, she has an oar and a lantern. So we get a little closer. I say she because the anatomical features. And let's see, he's also carrying a lantern. Okay, step back, step back. There we go. Looks like she has some objects by her side there as well. Stones with markings on them? Rune stones or something, perhaps? So I guess it's time to dismount again. Oops. Difficult to tell from here, but perhaps that's a shield? And I can't see what he may have in his hand there. Possibly a sword. Oh, this is something we can... Oh, this was the Lovers Byway. The Lovers! The Fated Lovers! Yeah, I can be a little dense sometimes. Right! So these are the Fated Lovers. Well, perhaps we can learn a bit more about them in time. And that's a door to nothing. So I perhaps dismounted a little early, but that's okay. Like I said, perhaps I will not stay here long enough to visit the entire city, but let's at least get the top level done here. So, Disciple Instructor.
I might teach you a few things.
Do you have anything to teach me? And no, not until level 18. But let's see, I have, wow. A lot of, what, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 skills that I can train at level 18. Of course, I'm what, a couple 3 millimeters into 16 at this point, so really shouldn't be worrying about it at this point. What does the priest have to say?
How are you?
You look troubled. Would you like to discuss anything with me? Well, perhaps, but you're giving me no opportunity to do so. Let's check with this priest.
Opens her arms.
Tell me your thoughts. I would love to, but you're giving, again, I have no opportunity. We'll go upstairs in a moment. We'll check with all the priests.
Fortune here?
Fortune, a priest speaking of fortune. Would you like to discuss your troubles with me? The sea washes away all worries.
God's blessings.
Well, that's appropriate, thank you, I suppose. Shaman instructor. Oh, just out of curiosity, what did the visitors have to say? Daniaqua, Mahalati. Sorry if I stumble over these names at times. Beware of Geruzamat's, there I go again, kiss. That is the best advice you're ever going to get within these walls.
Goodbye,
What is
then.
Geruzamat's kiss? Well, let's take a look upstairs. We'll go to our left. Paladin instructor, very good. Priest, okay, here's another priest.
Olives and dates.
Let the sea carry away all your troubles in the sweep of the tides. Well, that's much what another one of the priests said to us, but in different words, I suppose. Druid instructor there. And on the other side, well, there's another priest here. Looks like it's just the other priest, but we'll speak with her.
Not out, yes?
Hello, my child. Do you come seeking guidance? I do not. Merely curiosity. Okay, well, is this going to hurt? No, it did not. I think I want the city side here, which I believe this is. Yes, okay, well, what else have we got here on this top level? Heavy armor vendor, weapon vendor. I'm curious what these are. Again, it looked like some place to put a statue, but there's no statue there. Wonder if there's some story behind that. A little difficult to see this exotic crafting goods.
Welcome.
A little difficult to see the yellow text on that background. Kandesh bows lightly to you. Welcome, my friend. Exotic dyes I have for sale. Peruse my wares, will you? Show me your wares. A tuning dust of the arcane. A tuning dust of healing. Interesting. Whole
The eye of fortune.
gaggle of crafting items. Crafting equipment, well, I'm not in the market just now, but thank you. Port Authority people. Let's just speak with...
Cool winds, cool sands.
Well, I could tell you some stories that would turn your shoes upside down on your feet. That would be painful, I suspect. Quite painful. What do we have here? Is there a sign that I overlooked? I see no sign. Beginning horse vendor. Well, I have a horse, thank you. Expert horse vendor. Just
Our
curious.
deals are best.
Please take time to browse through the animals I have available. Although it is tough to put a price on a good horse, my prices are quite reasonable. Okay, well, apparently I can't purchase any of these. 30th level.
Shade your brow.
Well, I don't wish to look askance at my horse. Nonetheless, my mount, my young courier horse, plus 35 mount speed, plus 20 mount stability. Let's just see what the beginning vendor has for sale. Show me your... I should have read that. My apologies. 40 and 20, so slightly better. Are these all the same? How much difference? I don't think.
Watch
At the
for
moment, I
gems.
don't feel like spending the 12 or 12 and change. Oh, let's see what a normal horse vendor has
Goods
for
for
us.
sale.
Okay, let's see. I have to be level 20. Okay, that doesn't make that's not too surprising. So just really another 10
Catch
among.
the cobra before he strikes.
Okay, he has a lot of it. Okay, so this is a stables, in fact. Flower vendor. I have no honey to send a flower to, so. Barding vendor and master horse vendor. Just
You need
curious. Level 40. Okay.
Trust the untrusting.
Trust the untrusting. Sounds like a good idea, but can lead to trouble in some cases. Professor Zavelis, Professor Sabef. Clean up the streets, end the corruption of cows. So these are, like universities are often considered to be by the authorities, rabble rousers. Light medium vendor, light armor vendor. I don't think these vendors are going to have anything that's particularly useful to me. What have we here? The Crafters Forum. Let's just take a quick look. Interesting little ditty there. So crafting benches and the like. Crafting a signer. So this, we're still very much a beginner in crafting, so this might not be, I'm not going to do it right now, but this looks like a pretty good place to work on our crafting. Wow, look at that. I don't know what to call something that big. It looks the shape of a vase, but it's huge. Vase, vase, however you pronounce that. Another professor. I don't think we'll even bother to speak with them. They spice trader.
Hello.
My family has been in the trade of spices and fine oils for 10 generations. We are what we keep this fetid harbor smelling so nice.
Take
Well,
care.
as like the bit arrogant, like the spice vendor we
Search my
spoke with
wares.
before. I wish it would tell me right here, but I am almost certain that it's 5 copper. We'll try it. Can I use it? I couldn't.
Thank you.
I don't think I could use what I had available before. Yes, I guess it's not the item I can't use, it is the slot. Oh, wait a minute. Bind on equip. Yeah, here we go. Saddlebag slot is not available to the free account.
My goods survived the desert sun.
So, sell it back at a 1 copper loss. Oh well. Horseshoe vendor. Can I tell here? Okay, so okay, we can use
Ideals are
horseshoes.
best.
Let's see what he has available. Basic horseshoe, +5 mount speed, +5 mount speed. Seems exactly the same.
Desert holds many mysteries.
And, oh yes, it's another alcove. Furniture dealer. Medium armor dealer. Kyle Port Authority. Let's take a little gander into here. Exotic pets trader. Exotic pets trader.
Fresh fish. Is
Carpa-
there no greater
Carpa-
delicacy?
Carparava Hasiva ignores your presence.
Be
Perhaps that's
swift in your
something.
journeys.
I don't know if that's, despite the label, not a service. Guild Registrar. Well, thinking joining a guild was something I was giving some thought earlier, but it's going to be a bit complicated for a couple of reasons. First of all, I need to make it clear to any potential guild that I might join that I am I'm a Let's Player, a Let's Tryer as I like to refer to it. Since I'm never going to play this entire game, I can guarantee you that. I had to make it clear that I am recording everything, and so anything said to me or that I somehow hear would be public within hours or days. So that, and I have to admit to being something of an elitist. And I mean that in the best possible way, that I preferred working with people who speak, well, correct English, but you know, it's only English because English is my, sadly, primary and only language. I've studied some French, but it was so long ago it's basically useless to me. Anyway, short leet speak, short and speak, 2U as in the number 2 and the letter U, that sort of thing really gets on my nerves. Let's go down, I guess. Although, oh yes, I forgot for a moment that it doesn't continue all the way around. There's a gap that way as well. Arms dealer. Anyway, let me cover my point here. I'm certainly not opposed to joining a guild. I'm even interested, but I'm not sure that I can find a guild that would really welcome me. Because of the reasons I mentioned, my elitism and the fact that I'm recording a Let's Play, and combined with the fact that, hey, let's face it, I'm not a great player. I'm definitely not a min-maxer. I just want to play the game and have fun, record some video that hopefully you don't hate watching, and as much as possible, I want to rely on in-game information. I certainly have used out-of-game resources in games before. I've even used it a little bit with this game. I was reading today, trying to get some information about what attributes would be relevant to me, because I still haven't, as a commenter on a video or two ago, well, maybe 5 videos ago at this point, I'm not sure, commented, they asked, have I used my allocation points? And truthfully, I have not. I overlooked it previously, and I'm really quite uncertain as to what is worth my attention. I did learn that some of the allocation points, and that's, by the way, when it says while I'm playing that I have had adventuring attributes applied to me, I believe that's referring to allocation points. Excuse me. I get a few that I can assign, and also some are automatically automatically applied to my most relevant attributes. Here, I think wisdom, vitality, and dexterity, although maybe not vitality, it's quite low. Sorry, a little distracted here. So I do need to assign these, but I don't want to. I know you can spend a little money, probably very little at this point, and reassign them. But I'd like to get it somewhat reasonable to start with, so I'm not doing that yet. Boy, I'm getting way off the topic here. So, my point is, I'm interested in a guild, but my own requirements are fairly strict, and let's face it, I'm not a great player and probably not much of an asset to any guild, so what's the likelihood? So let's speak with Rahebje here. Rahebje says, my brother stands to inherit control of the family, but I have my father's ill ear until that time. Okay, well, you're not offering me any arms, so I'm not interested. Well, this is interesting. These areas are not that well connected. Just curious, what is the likelihood that I can walk across this? Okay, the problem is not walking across it, but can I? Yes, I can jump up. Dock Walker Unionist, Amani. What do you have to say, Amani? Who wouldn't want to live their life on the open sea? Well, I don't disagree with you. There is less down here than I originally expected. So, let's take a chance and see if we can swim to the other side. We'll check out what the bottom of the harbor or bay, whatever you want to call this, is like. Here, looks pretty desolate at the moment. Let's get up where we can get a breath. Not that we're in any immediate danger. The goal is to get up on this other side and continue our visit to Kal. I wonder if this is a player constructed ship, or I don't see. I think it is the Miss Malaysia. If you see that, yeah, here down here, Captain Namo Deeps. I'm not sure if that's a player or an NPC. Shipwright of Kal.
I would not sell you faulty wares.
Well, good. I'm very glad about that. Telelia Akdem says, "Hello, Ballas. Kal sure is a busy city. It makes me miss the open seas. I'd like to learn recipes from you." What sort of recipes? Let's check his wares first. So, I have heard in passing that you can construct ships, and I'm guessing that's what his recipes are for. But that it is perhaps quite difficult and costly, and that seems quite reasonable to me. I don't know that we'll ever do that. That would be certainly a personal mark of distinction, as that would, I'm sure, involve getting into the game much further than I have any other MMO before. Well, I have to say, regarding my recent history, and I think it's in part because I am recording this Let's Play. Sorry about that, I'm not paying attention to where I am here. The Portwatch Barracks. I can't remember if I've been in here or not. It's possible that I have. In fact, this is where we enter the game. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, I think the fact that I've gone as far as I have with this game, not any mark against the game itself. I'm somewhat of a I don't know how to put it exactly, but shiny, new is often very interesting to me, and when I run into trouble with something, I am certainly a little bit inclined to give up and move on to something new and interesting. But so far, I've kept up with this game. You know, I think I'm going to call this video here, and that I'm going to have to give it some thought, but I think this is what we'll stop. This has been most of 2 videos, I think. I think we will stop and leave Kal on, in the next video, and go where? That is the question. Well, there's a level 12 to 16 area. Maybe we'll check out this area to the west, which I'm just noticing this river or what have you here. See, so far we have been pretty much in this little area, which seemed quite large, but it's nothing compared to the other side of the island. We have not been to at all, and certainly not to. Wow, look at this peak here, the caldera. But all these other chunks here we've not touched, and of course we started. Okay, we can't see. Okay, we started in Thestra. I had a little trouble with the zoom in this. Down here, Themnoir Shield, and we We visited, well, not Kegor's End, but that area, and we came down. Certainly, we spent a lot of time in the Three Rivers area. I think we went to Renton Keep, yes. Did we go to Tersh? I think we went to Tersh. I don't quite remember. Sad to say. Yes, I believe we did go to Tersh. I think we headed across, on this side of the lake here, and we may have even looked at the Riftseeker's Torrent. I'm not sure. But anyway, we are going to go this way next time, I think. See what there is to see. See you then.